little explorers. Today, we are going on an adventure into the wild. Let's meet some amazing wild animals from around the world. Ready? Let's go! Look, it's the lion, the king of the jungle. The lion is big and strong. Say it with me. Lion. Yay! Good job! Look, a tiger. It is big. Tigers run fast. They live in the jungle. Say it with me. Tiger. Yay! Great job! Look, a monkey. Monkeys like to jump. They swing in trees. Monkeys eat bananas. They are very funny. Say it with me. Monkey. Yay! Good job! An elephant. Elephants are big. They have big ears and a long trunk. Say it with me. Elephant. Great job! Look, a gorilla. Gorillas are big and strong. They have black fur. They like to eat leaves. Say it with me. Gorilla. Yay, good job! Look, a leopard. Leopards have spots. They are fast and strong. Leopards live in the jungle. Say it with me. Leopard. Great job. Look, a giraffe. Giraffes are tall. They have long necks. Giraffes eat leaves. Can you say giraffe? Great job. Yay! Look, a zebra. Zebras have black and white stripes. They are very fast runners. Can you say zebra? Great job! Look, a chimpanzee. They love to climb trees. Can you say chimpanzee? Great job! Yay! Look, a koala. Koalas have soft grey fur. They live in trees. Can you say koala? Great job! Yay! Look, a kangaroo. Kangaroos have big, strong legs. They like to jump high. Can you say kangaroo? Great job! Yay! Look, a panda. Pandas have black and white fur. They love to eat bamboo. Pandas like to climb trees. They are very gentle and slow. Pandas are very cute. Look, a deer. Deer have soft brown fur. They have big, gentle eyes. Deer like to eat leaves and grass. They run fast in the forest. Look, a fox. Foxes have fur. They have bushy tails. Foxes like to run and play. They live in the forest. Look, a wolf. Wolves have grey fur. They have sharp teeth. Wolves live in packs. They like to howl together. Look, a tapir. Tapirs have short noses. They look like a pig with a trunk. Tapers live in the jungle. They like to eat leaves and fruit. Look, a sloth. Sloths move very slowly. They live in trees. Sloths eat leaves. They like to hang upside down. Look, a hippopotamus. Hippos are very big. They love to swim in the water. Hippos have big mouths. They eat plants by the river. Look, a bison. Bison are big and strong. They have thick brown fur. They like to eat grass. Look, a bear. Bears are big and furry. They like to eat honey. Bears live in the forest. They like to sleep in caves. Moose are very big. Moose live in the forest. They like to eat plants. Moose have big noses. Look, a wild boar. Wild boars have brown fur. Wild boars live in the forest. They like to dig in the dirt. Look, a squirrel. Squirrels are small and quick. They have fluffy tails. Squirrels like to climb trees. They eat nuts and seeds. Look, a jackal. Jackals have brown fur. They have pointy ears. Jackals like to run fast. They live in the wild. Look, a raccoon. Raccoons have grey fur. They have a mask on their face. Raccoons like to wash their food. They are very curious. Look, an elk. Elks are big and strong. Elks live in the forest. They like to eat plants. Look, a rhinoceros. Rhinoceroses are big and strong. They have thick skin and a big horn. They love to eat plants and grass. Look, an antelope. Antelopes have long legs and pretty horns. They can run really fast. Antelopes live in the wild. They love to eat grass and leaves. Look, a capybara. Capybaras are big, gentle rodents. They have short legs and brown fur. Capybaras love water. They eat grass and plants. Look, a wombat. Wombats are short and chubby. They have thick fur and strong legs. Wombats live in burrows underground. They like to eat grass and roots. Look, an otter. Otters are cute and fuzzy. They love to swim and play. Otters float on their backs. They crack shells to eat yummy food. You met so many animals today. Great job learning about animals. Clap for yourself. You did amazing today. Let's learn more animals next time. Thank Thank you for watching, friends. You did a great job today. See you next time. Bye-bye.